What's up guys, MegaDPAL here today bringing another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle for you guys. And today I'm against a good friend, TheFlawlessWin. And this is a pretty good OU battle that we had. And he actually uploaded his half of the battle onto Phoenix Master 1's channel as a guest narration, like I have previously done if any of you guys have seen that. So I will leave that link down in the description for you guys to go check it out. And definitely go check out TheFlawlessWin. Check out his channel, he's a really good guy. So yeah, this is a very good battle we had. And looking at team preview, main threat to his team is going to be my Landorus T. Just because I am Scarf, I can obviously revenge kill a whole lot of his guys, like his Charizard and his Dragonite after Multiscale's been broken. His main threat's definitely going to be his Escadrille, just because he does have a D-Knight and a Zard, like I did mention, and that is the only form of Rapid Spin on his team. So I definitely need to get that out of the way and keep up my rocks. So let's just get straight on into the battle, shall we? So I'm going to decide to lead off with my Landorus, because I am in fact Scarf Landorus T. And he's going to decide to lead off with his Infernape. This is a decent matchup for me because I do know after the Intimidate I can leave any hit if this thing is in fact banded. So what I'm going to do is just go straight for the U-turn, scout out what kind of Infernape this thing is. As you can see, he does outspeed and go for the U-turn, revealing he's in fact Scarf. But this is fine. I'm going to go into Charizard now, expecting my U-turn, not expecting me to go for the Stone Edge turn 1. Predicting that because that would have been a very ballsy play on my part. But however, this still is going to be a free switch out into my Terrakion, which is fine because I can threaten this out with a potential Stone Edge. And I'm actually just going to use his time to set up my rocks. He actually brings on his Sylveon. The way he brings it in actually reveals that is more a physical defensive Sylveon as opposed to special defensive. What I'm going to now just make a safe switch go back out, go into my Venusaur rather. But he's going to pick that very nice, pull a double, go out into his Infernape, which is a good play on his part, as he's in fact going to force a whole lot of offensive pressure on me. But yeah, predicting the U-turn, I don't want to stay in and him actually go out into his Charizard. Potentially be Charizard X, despite looking at his team does have a whole lot of physical threats, so I'm actually expecting it to be Y. But at the same time, I cannot confirm that right now, so I'm just going to go into my Landorus predicting the U-turn, because then I can potentially force this thing from spinning, stop this thing from spinning away with his Escadrille. However, as you are going to see, he's going to bring it in, and it is in fact floating on Bloom. So this does give him a free chance just to spin, as I'm just going to go straight for that U-turn, just to pop that Bloom, so I could potentially take it out of an EQ later. And I'm actually going to go out into my Venusaur now, expecting the spin, and or either the rocks of his own. He's actually going to go for the rocks, and it was my safest play. I didn't want to bring my Terrakion and go straight to the EQ because my U-turn was super obvious. So now what I'm actually going to do is predict the Rapid Spin, make the aggressive switch into Terrakion. That's exactly what he's going to do, and it is my priority to get on my rocks. And I definitely thought he wouldn't want to stay in, because I could have easily gone straight for the close combat and then just set up my rocks against his Sylveon or his Goodra later on in the battle, and that would be very beneficial for me. But no, it makes a very risky play, stays in, predicting my rocks, goes straight to EQ and wipes me out. So in comes my Greninja now. I am just going to go straight for that safe Hydro Pump. Well, I say it's safe, I do have the chance to miss, but I'm just going to click Hydro Pump, try and get as much damage on his team as I possibly can as he brings in his Sylveon. And as you are going to see, I am in fact going to miss, which is a little unfortunate just because damage is damage. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually predicting him to double, go out into his Charizard, predicting my Venusaur or his Infernape, because that's the initial switch he's shown. But as you are going to see, he's actually going to stay in, go straight for Hyper Voice, gets a crit. I'm not too sure how much the crit matter, if I could potentially live it, but either way, down goes a huge threat to my team. So it was a little bit of an over prediction on my part, but now I'm going to go into my Bisharp, and I'm actually going to make a bad play here. I'm actually going to go for the knockoff, once again predicting the switch. At the same time, his Sylveon, my Terrakion is down, he doesn't really need the Sylveon for too much, so it's smart play would be just to sack this thing. So I make a little bit of over prediction and take some unnecessary damage on my Bisharp. Shouldn't matter too much in the long run, but either way, in comes his Escadrille now. I am adamant, I am dread plated, and after the rocks, I was kind of confident this Sucker Punch could kill. I could stop him from spinning, and as you can see, I do take it out. At the time, I wasn't sure if it was roll, but after the battle, I actually found out it is in fact a relatively high roll. Not max, but still, and it is enough to take him out, which is great for me because I do obviously stop him from spinning. In comes his ape now. I just go for a Sucker Punch just to get damage off on this thing, just to sack it and see what he locks himself into. He does in fact lock himself into the close combat. This is fine, gives me a free switch on out into my Landorus, and he's going to stay in this point as I actually predict to once again and go for the U-turn. His ape is still a problem to my team, and I thought he would want to preserve it for later, but he's just going to sack it off at this point. So he's just going to go for close combat, get a little bit of damage on my Landorus. So I go for U-turn, -2 and a crit, still not enough to take out this here Infernape, which I thought was quite funny. But now I'm going to go into my Venusaur, like I said, I do know he's locked into close combat, and just to revenge kill him at this point. So I'm just going to Mega up, just go for the Giga Drain, as he's obviously going to go and hit me up with that CC, get a little bit of damage off on my Mega Venom, and I'm just going to take it out with a Giga Drain at this point. And his final two are in fact his Charizard. No, he has Charizard, Goodra, and Dragonite left, and I have my Venusaur, Dragonite, and Landorus left. So in comes his Charizard now. I'm just going to sack at this point, because I obviously have no switch-ins to this thing, especially if it's a Charizard Y. Under Sun Fire Blast going to do a whole lot of damage to the rest of my team, so I'm going to be forced to sack my Venusaur at this point, as it actually misses the Fire Blast. Could have potentially been crucial, but we did actually both come to the agreement of had he connected, then I would have gone out into my Dragonite. I am banded Dragonite, just gone straight for that E-Speed, taking out his Charizard. He'd have brought in his Goodra, I'd have gone for the E-Speed. It would have done enough damage to the point. This is also considering min, to the point where I can just lock myself into Stone Edge with Landorus, and it basically comes down whether I would have got hacked by Stone Edge. So if I had landed Stone Edge on the likes of his Goodra and his Dragonite, then I would have won the game. Had I missed one, then I would have lost the game. So it definitely come down to whether I would have hit the Stone Edge. We both come to an agreement on that, but either way, he actually misses a secondary Fire Blast with his Goodra, but it is going to be a double down at this point, as down goes my Venusaur and down goes his Goodra. So what I'm going to do is actually send in my Dragonite, as he's also going to send in his own Dragonite. Like I did previously mention, I am in fact choice banded. After the rocks on his Dragonite, I am just going to go for that banded E-Speed, just because I want to put in the range where I definitely know a HP Ice will kill it from my Landorus. Therefore I don't have to risk potentially missing a Stone Edge and losing the game. So he's going to take me out with a Dragon Claw. We're both down to our last, my Landorus, his Dragonite. After the Intimidate, I definitely know this thing obviously is not banded either. As you're going to see, he's going to go straight for E-Speed. I definitely know I can easily that up. He's open for a crit, and I can just retaliate back with a hidden Power Ice and take out his Dragonite. So that was a very good game. GG, the flawless win. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, help us smash the like goal, leave a comment down below, of course subscribe for more, share this video with your friends, and yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.